Hi Aquarius, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. For some of you, you may be working on getting more organized with something or wanting to plan something ahead so as to decrease maybe even the sense of anxiety that you could feel if you were unprepared or not planning. Feels like giving yourself even enough time to do something so you don't feel rushed. Planning, organization, being mindful. We're starting off with the Two of Cups. Can be somebody that you're connecting with. Ooh, the High Priestess. I wonder if this is a specific person. If this is a particular person that you're connecting with, this is somebody you would have a psychic bond with. I'm seeing, like, is something even being worked on? And it looks like it's related to your connection, especially the energetic, psychic, mental connection that you have with someone. This is a moment where you connect with a person, and even though they may not know as much about you, you just feel like they have this grounded understanding of who you are, even to the point of being able to, like, predict things between the two of you. Or being like, I know that's the direction that we're going in, or I know that, I'm hearing we belong to each other. I know that we're, like, meant to be together for a reason. I know that we are connecting for a particular purpose. I think, like, even though there's some type of very important established connection that you have with this person, for some of you, you guys are, like, reading each other's minds, something like that. This feels very, very intense, whatever connection this is that you have with this person. This would feel kind of like, very much like meeting another version of yourself. I'm seeing it be somebody outside of yourself, but it's somebody that, like, you just connect with this person on another level. You may be trying to work out things now when it comes to, like, the give and take of your relationship. Because something else may be there, and this is like a type of chemistry that, like, you can't fake and you can't create this. It's just in existence with you and this person. A very special bond is what I'm hearing. I'm looking at Temperance. You may have something naturally occurring between the two of you. I'm looking at a lot of cards indicating alchemy here with Temperance and also the Magician and the High Priestess as well. These are like the Grand Alchemist types of cards. You may be, even though you have some sort of foundation that's, like, already automatic, like, as soon as you connect with this person, there's something there. Something that, like, cannot be destroyed nor created, but it is something that can be worked on. And it looks like you're trying to figure out how to do that and what you are going to manifest explicitly with this person. It looks like something new that you're starting. A new project, a new relationship. This looks very profound. You guys could meditate together, or there's something about the way that you're connecting, like, psychically and mentally with this person. I know we already said that, but I'm seeing this be emphasized here. For some of you, you're on a break, or you could have taken some time and space to yourself. You needed to reflect on something and review it. It looks like to understand it better, whatever it is that you have going on with this person. Patience is needed during this time. It does seem like some sort of separation, or it's like maybe you wish that you could see them sooner, but there's some type of space. I'm hearing organically timed. I think this is divine timing, like why you're not. I'm hearing even face to face with this person. One or both of the parties in this connection, it looks like they're into some sort of mysticism. It could be somebody that does like energy work, tarot, psychology, but even in a spiritual type of way. Yogic practices. With Temperance, it seems like something is not meant to be happening rapidly. You're meant to take your time with this. Your jobs could be keeping you apart right now, or at least one person's job. It looks like they have duties and responsibilities that they are focusing on, and this may have been like part of the reason because of what they have going on in their life or what you have going on in your life. That's why this separation is happening. It's almost like somebody has a lot of stuff going on, and so they're busy, and so you may not be able to connect with this person as like rapidly or quickly or soon as you want to be. This person could also be trying to like build or create something within their personal life too that also is related to their business persona. To have Mercury and the King of Pentacles and also Temperance, this person could work in anything that has to do with like with temperance, drugs, alcohol. This is what I'm seeing. Like they could be some sort of guide or be running some sort of business. With Mercury, they could be a writer. I'm hearing a poet, something with communication and getting something across. For some of you, they produce music, create some type of art even. I'm seeing a very, very stable energy here. Yeah, this can definitely be someone even that's an entrepreneur. I'm looking at Aries, Moon, Sagittarius, Virgo, Mercury. Yeah, you could have come into contact with this person and immediately you feel like something intense is going on between the two of you. But then it's like you come together and as fast as you do, there's some sort of separation, like maybe even physically, a physical separation that you have with this person. For some of you, this can even be something like kind of long distance. Somebody's working on like their business or something that they're building. For some of you, this can be a mystic, a psychic, a tarot reader. They could even do something with analytics. I'm even hearing bookkeeper, something with books, even editing with the Hermit. They could do something with physical health too, with the Emperor and the Hermit. I think you know that something is there between the two of you, but you may be trying to figure out what that means for you as far as like, you know, when you meet someone and you know that you have a connection with them, but you do have a busy life or there's a lot of stuff that's going on with your life. Remember, this can always be the other person. This person is trying to balance the responsibilities that they have, especially with Temperance here, with also your connection. So they want a balanced connection with you, and they also want to make sure that they're balancing things within like their career. Like I'm seeing that be very important to this person. Or you if it's reversed. This person even specializes in something for you. There can be, someone can work in legal matters too, like government. Now I'm hearing prosecutor's office. I'm getting a lot of different jobs here. For some of you, they even work in construction, or you do. I'm getting something about building things now. there's something unsettled emotionally and you're trying to sort out how you feel. Because I'm seeing something not be clear cut. The connection is a sure thing. The emotions attached to it may be something on another level that you're trying to sort through right now. I'm getting a brightness even in the crown chakra. Like you may be even clearing something out that needs to be cleared out. There is an absolute highlight and focus on this person wanting to maintain balance within their personal life and also their career too. I'm seeing this be very, very important to this person, like more than anything. So if the relationship like got too intense, or there was too much drama or anything like that, this person would kind of take a step back from it until they felt like they could revisit this. Like, I'm seeing it be something that's absolutely important, especially to be beginning with that. But the things that they're working on, like, individually are also very important to them, too. For some of you, too, there's something, like, legally that needs to be settled with this person that you're connecting with. And then they're able to, like, manifest or create something with you that they won't be able to do until that's sorted out. I'm seeing justice be important here, but it doesn't have to be legal matters, but for some of you it definitely can be, for sure. So it's like they have to do something or clean something up within their personal life before they can like advance with you further. You putting in effort and this person also putting effort, like I'm seeing like both of you guys need to be the magician within your relationship. So this means like communicating properly, effectively with one another. Also something about like planning, and it's interesting because when I was meditating I was getting this too. It's like you're going to have less anxiety the more you can plan things out. You can't plan for everything, but to be like on your P's and Q's when it comes to like how organized you can be, especially when it comes to making sure that both of you guys are on the same page. You could even be planning to see each other, or even planning like when you guys can communicate with each other, like carving out time even to spend with one another. I'm looking at the moon, Virgo, Sagittarius, Mercury, Aries, Libra. It looks to me like this relationship is going to prevail. It just may be something that, like, rather than it all happening at once or it being, like, streamlined, I'm seeing that there are, like, different things that each of you are tending to that need to be worked out, like, as you're also working on the relationship. And for some of you, there needed to be some sort of separation and things be taken care of, so then when you guys, like, get back together or are, like, more focused on one another, things can be, like, smooth sailing after that point. Someone too maybe working on their career or something like that, and they need to get something underway before they can like come back and tend to the connection. I'm seeing that be important. Like they may have taken a break from the connection to work on with the Emperor. It could be like their business, it could be a business owner, or there's something very important about their job or their public persona. I am seeing it be connected with the High Priestess. This may not be something that like something about their energy, they don't like share all of it with the public. I'm seeing them be very private, especially when they're sorting through things. And you could have like feelings that they're sorting through certain things, but they may not tell you until they feel like they're on balanced ground enough to say something about it. For some of you too, if this person is working through something legally, I don't imagine that they would tell you until afterwards. Like, I'm seeing there be some type of wait before you can understand something more fully. But then I'm seeing it be a go after that with this person. I'm looking at the Hierophant and the Tower. I'm kind of getting spiritual awakening vibes. The connection that you have with this person could have been something that like really threw you off or something that was surprising to you. Like maybe this was even somebody that didn't believe in like energy work or like certain mystical things even before this experience that they had with you, and then like something shocking even happens, and it does look like it's related to the connection, like something very surprising happening based off of the experience that you're having. This looks like a good surprise to me. For some of you too, I'm seeing like someone's career is definitely taking off. To have the High Priestess in that spread and then the Hierophant over here, it does seem like some type of like spirituality or like religion or higher learning, philosophy, higher education, writing, anything like that. That's what this person is involved in, or this can be you. You could be involved in some type of community. For some of you, you met this person tied into, I'm hearing an extracurricular. It could be some type of interest even that you have. It's like maybe you meet with a group of people and you connect with this person through that, or you're part of some type of community and you feel like this is divinely guided that you connected with this person. And I'm seeing like it be the 10 of Pentacles after the Tower. So you could have even been surprised at how quickly you reached a goal, but I'm seeing like something has been reached here. Also too, because we have the 2 of Wands over there and now we have the 3 of Wands here. So something is definitely progressing. It looks like you're trying to figure out what to do with this person, like how to define the relationship, even how to understand the way that this is evolving. You could have like different personal beliefs than this person. To have the Hierophant and then the 2 of Pentacles below, like you may have different like religious or spiritual beliefs than this person. And you may actually be surprised by how much you connect with them. Because this could be a moment where it's like, I never thought that I would connect with a person like that, whatever that means. And then you end up connecting with this person. And I'm seeing there be something that you're trying to figure out or even negotiate when it comes to the definition of like what this relationship is. And maybe that's something that's being laid out right now. For some of you too, this can be like sharing finances or even a physical location with this person. There could also be something going on with someone's living situation or their home. Yeah, there was like some sort of background factor is what I'm hearing. There was some type of like possibly even a disagreement, but I'm seeing it more so be like based around a belief system, or like you come from different cultural backgrounds. It's like maybe you were raised to be one way or to believe in a certain thing, and this person was raised in a very different environment, and that could have clashed a little bit. Even to the point where like the relationship could have potentially like gotten to a breaking point even. I'm also hearing the word desperation. And something needed to change in order for you to make progress and see eye to eye with this person. Because I'm seeing like some sort of disagreement between the two of you. Or some sort of like difference of beliefs or clashing opinions, something like that. that would have had to change in order for things to be worked on, but it looks like that's what's happening here. You may have thought that something could work out, and then you realized that it was like a bigger issue than you thought initially. I'm looking at a lot of Venus energy here with the Hierophant and the Empress. Like, maybe you're trying to figure out... Okay. For some of you, there's something that you're not willing to compromise on, and somebody could have been trying to negotiate with you, and you were like, I have to either pick my beliefs and pick myself here, or I'm maybe going along with something that I don't necessarily agree on. And you could have gotten to the point where, like, you did already have a connection, for some of you even a marriage with this person, and then I'm seeing like things break apart, and I'm seeing there be some sort of like big separation, like you guys are not together anymore. And this could have also really thrown you off financially too, and like something about like a source of income or finances went through like a whole change, a very, very big change with the Death card here. And you could have felt knocked down a peg is what I'm hearing from this. It's like you started off in a place where you were like, I'm making this decision for myself and I feel good about this and I'm not backing down. And then, like, instead of there being a compromise, like, something could have really broken apart because of that. And I am seeing it be connected to the relationship. And then I'm seeing, like, a separation. And you may have felt like you lost something that you valued because of that. Not just within the relationship, but this can also be, like, some sort of material or financial loss as well. Wow. And you could have still been feeling conflicted about this, like going back and being like, maybe I should have compromised on that. But it looks like you completed a lesson. This looks like not negotiating something that you're not willing to negotiate. Like, if you can't compromise something, this is about you standing in your truth and sticking with that. And it looks like you've successfully completed a lesson here. Like, I'm seeing something that would have been difficult, like a lot of even maybe conflicting feelings that you were having. I keep getting differing opinions when it comes to you and this person. It's like something maybe just could not be settled with them. And then I'm seeing like the completion of a cycle. So this could have even been like you guys broke up and maybe there was some type of revisiting and trying to rework things. And then you recognize that like there is something that is not going to be resolved between you and this person. And with the completion here, this may be like amicably even walking away from someone. I'm looking at Mars, Scorpio, Taurus, Venus, Saturn. I'm hearing roundhouse. You may have had some really big lessons that you completed with this person. Like, I'm seeing this touch all of these different areas of your birth chart. Definitely something activated within like your synastry with this person. I'm seeing you really roll with the punches. If you had been more rigid or stubborn or resistant with accepting, that cycle would have been a lot more difficult, but it looks more so like there's a sense of like surrender and maybe even letting go of something that you needed to let go of. Otherwise you would have been in a state of conflict, more so with yourself than with anybody around you. And I'm looking at the Six of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. So it looks like you got something out of this situation even that you wanted. But something that you wouldn't have been able to get until you worked through whatever that was. This can be one of those moments too where, like, even though you have really great chemistry with someone, because of like external factors that are going on, something was not working out with this person. And in order for you to succeed and actually obtain something that you wanted, you may have needed to make a tough decision with this person. Like, and that's not to say that the chemistry isn't there with them, but it's to say that, like, realistically something wasn't working out, because it's always going to depend how people show up. Like, you can have great synastry with someone, like synastry that is very like flowy and easy, but it's always going to depend on how a person shows up and how we show up to a situation and how we work together and the willingness and the openness and all of that. And it looks like something was not able to be like fully realized with that person in a way where you could have something that lasted for a long, long time, meaning like a lifetime with that individual. And I think that you actually secure something that you want because of being like, you know what, our time has come to an end, or whatever that was that you completed with that person, whatever cycle it was. And now it looks like you're in your own lane here, achieving things that you want to achieve, going after the things that you want, and knowing too when to let things go when they're not working for you any longer. I'm hearing I tried my hardest. So it's about like being okay with that, and then, yeah, walking away when you need to walk away. Because something could have even been relieving, in part, when it ended. And that could have been confusing too, because it's like, why do we have such great chemistry if this really isn't meant to be, or if this isn't meant to work out in the way that I thought that it was? But the chemistry isn't everything. The behavior absolutely matters. And it looked like something that, like, you weren't feeling empowered by whatever was going on there. And I think that you would have had to, like, neglect a part of yourself in order to stay in that, and I don't think that was worth it to you. Yeah. I'm looking at Pisces right next to you. I think, like, you had to call something out about the ending with this person, or even let them know that you weren't going to be sticking around. This person could have, and that's not to say you're not disappointed, like, I'm definitely seeing that here. It's like feeling sad that you have to tell somebody that you're walking away or that you're not sticking around, but it needs to be said. I think it's disappointing, like, because of the vision or the expectations that you had, but I'm seeing that this moment of, like, grieving or loss that you experience, you transition out of it very quickly to a point where you gain clarity that you didn't have before. And it's one of those moments of, like, making a tough decision and being like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I feel like it is. And then because of following your intuition and doing that, when you come out on the other side, you're able to like, really have that clarity that you did make the right decision in this situation with this person. I'm seeing a bird perched on a branch here. The feeling of success comes with you not sticking around for something that you don't feel fulfilled by. So in a way, I'm seeing that the ending with this person was a wish fulfillment. Part of a wish fulfillment. And that's not to say that it doesn't hurt, or, like, as I said before, that you're not disappointed by this, but it was something that needed to be said. It needed to be called out. And I think that it's also an interesting process too, to make a decision that you feel is right for you, and also be like, I wish it didn't have to be like this, or, like, if it could be any other way, I would try to work it out. It's one of those, like, melancholy, bittersweet types of moments that I'm seeing here. you may not have showed this person like how sad you were about this or how disappointed you were. Like, it looks like something about part of the emotional experience was kind of like hidden a little bit, even maybe not talked about. Maybe because you want to be hopeful about where you're going now. Yeah. It's like, maybe you didn't want to carry something with you into the next cycle, but I'm still seeing it as being present there. It looks like you went through a breakup, and like I'm seeing you start a new cycle away from this person. There's a separation, like things have ended, but there's still a notion of needing to clear out the heart chakra, because this can be something that you like think about or think back to, and for some of you there's something going on where like you may still have regrets about actually walking away from someone. Remember too, this can be reversed as well. I'm looking at a fire sign, Pisces and Aquarius. Yeah, I'm just getting the feeling now like somebody could have said that they wanted something else actually. And so they needed to end the relationship in order to have that. Like, they could have even been having a little bit of a fantasy, like the grass is greener on the other side, and then like maybe even had kind of a harsh delivery to you, like in the conversation. Like maybe they even overstated something. And I'm seeing that it's almost like what you don't know is this sense of regret or the disappointment, and I'm seeing it like be on the part of this other person. Because as it seems like you may have even been, like, if, say somebody broke up with you and, like, you can't be together with them because of a decision that they made, I'm seeing you start a new cycle, and it's like you feel kind of brokenhearted as you're starting this new cycle, but you didn't really have another choice. I'm seeing definitely a solo energy here for you. But it's like there's something that you're still carrying with you. I wonder why, like, the lingering feelings of this person are still coming through, though. For some of you, this was a third-party situation. Maybe you felt like somebody, like, picked something or someone over you. There's a sense of not feeling prioritized by the person that you were dealing with. Yeah. For some of you, definitely another person. But it can also be, like, a job or something like that. Oh. I wonder if this person's coming back around and that's what this is about. I want to make this clear too. If, like, the reading so far did not make sense to you or you feel confused by it, then this is not your story. But if what I said resonates with you and it makes sense, then this person may be coming back around. But yeah, if none of that other stuff made sense and you're just hearing me talk about somebody coming back around, the likelihood of this being your reading, I would say is very unlikely. Specifically with what I'm talking about here. Okay, back into the reading. I'm seeing you in like a new territory, new ground, or you've like started a new chapter of your life. I'm seeing you still think about this person. You may still be like stuck on them a bit. It feels like because of something being unresolved, and I am seeing like because of another element that was introduced. So as I said before, there could have been like an additional person that came into the picture that was part of the breakup. For some of you, you didn't find this out until after. Or it could be this person like wanting to prioritize their job or like certain responsibilities, and they weren't able to maintain a connection with you or chose not to, while also dealing with the other stuff that they were dealing with. So even though these residual feelings are here, like I'm seeing something that's not healed, there's an opportunity to reconnect with this person. But you're being guided to call judgment based off of the experience that you had and ask yourself, am I going to be able to find what I want in the connection with this person? Because if they're coming through in the same energy, I don't think things are going to really change, and I don't think you're going to find the resolve that you're looking for. However, if somebody's coming through in a different energy, there may be an opportunity for you to, like, properly reconcile with this person. But the choice is yours. Like, I'm seeing this be something that's, like, even proposed to you, like, if you would be up for this, and I'm seeing it very much be your choice, like, whether or not you're going to connect with this person. But this is about asking yourself, at the bottom of it all, is this person going to show up in a way that you need, and are you able to show up for this person in the way that they need, and to have a conversation about that? Otherwise, there's going to be, like, more disappointment going around, I'm hearing, for everybody. So this is not a moment to be like, oh yes, they're finally coming back and I don't care about any of the stuff that was an issue before. This is about keeping in mind what happened before and seeing, like, if things have changed enough for you to actually, like, have something healthy going on with you and this person, where things are in alignment. Yeah, it's getting down to you needing to make a choice. Follow your intuition. And express yourself fully. I'm seeing this be a response type of energy. You giving this person a response or a reply. I'm also hearing. I'm seeing a rose here. Maybe this person's going to give you a gift for some of you. Or they want to. If you're still angry, this is something that needs to be worked through. Because if you're already starting off in a place where you are feeling a type of way towards this person, it's going to be a no-go from the jump. Like, if you still feel like something needs to be made even or fair with this person because you have not been addressing, like, all of us are in charge of our emotional experience and how we're working through that. So, like, your emotions are your responsibility. This person's emotions are their responsibility. If you have not worked through the heart chakra, and for some of you, something has not been worked on yet, this needs to be tended to. Like, for some of you, you may be going to therapy, getting some type of counseling, doing self-help, or, like, some type of healing, alternative healing even. But something within the heart chakra has to be cleared out. Otherwise, like, you're not going to properly be able to see this person. Like, you won't actively be able to perceive them because you're going to be projecting onto them. Especially judgments, too, I'm seeing. And if you do really want to have a clean... Yeah, for some of you, this is something that you're like, you know what, I can't get over this, or I'm really not over this right now, and so, like, it's not going to work out to see this person. And that's also an indication for you, too. Like, if you have not been able to get over something to the point where, like, you can't have a balanced connection with someone, that's okay. But it needs to be acknowledged here. Like, you have to be real with yourself about where you're standing. So maybe you haven't processed through something. You are, like, gaining awareness of this now. And it's very, very important to understand where we are. So yeah, I'm seeing if you cannot open your heart up towards this person, like, why are we contemplating connecting with them again if you still haven't worked through it? And that's why for some of you, if the heart chakra is still blocked or you're still mad, if you're having any feelings towards someone other than love, you're being guided to work through it. If you decide to go through it, if you decide not to work on this and you decide not to clear out the heart chakra and connect with this person anyway, it's not going to work. It's just going to be creating further issues. Because I'm seeing there be this thing where there's going to be a lack of balance. Because you may be like, oh, you owe me because of what you did to me. If you're still in a place like that, it is not recommended that you reconnect with this person until you feel ready. And if part of you is like, I don't know if that's a good idea, and this may be going on their end too. Remember, energies can always be reversed. Maybe both of you guys are experiencing this too. It's like energetically you feel pulled towards each other, but there's still stuff that either one or both parties have not worked through. It's not going to work out again. It's going to be the same experience or a similar experience, and it's just going to create more issues. I'm seeing the guides really, really be stressing that here. So it's very, very important that you get to understand like where this person is coming from, what state they are in emotionally. This can be too, like you haven't talked to someone for 2 years, and within like the first day of connecting with them again, they're bringing up like how you hurt them 2 years ago. Like if they want to resolve this, or this is something where there's like a means to an end here, it's a different story than someone just bringing up things that they didn't like that you did, or how you hurt them and stuff like that, because it shows that somebody is not taking responsibility for their emotional experience. And that means that, like, it's always going to be your fault if you're not making them happy, stuff like that. And again, this can be reversed too. Like, putting your emotional weight onto somebody else and making it their responsibility. And if, like, that is still happening, it's not going to work. And you can even feel, like, for some of you, you feel this energy coming off of this other person. And as much as, like, you know that energetic connection is there with them, where, like, on a soul level you get along, if, like, worldly things have not been worked through, or experiences have not been worked through emotionally, it will not work out. And I'm seeing, like, all of the indicators of that here. Yeah, somebody's still... I'm seeing like a shadow water energy. All of us have water in our charts. This is someone who still has not gotten to a place where they are able to responsibly manage the emotional experience. I'm seeing maladaptive coping skills. The strive is to get into the energy of the King of Cups, where someone is balanced, centered, understanding that everything they feel is like their responsibility and they are accountable for that, and there's no pointing fingers. Otherwise, they're going to be projecting onto another person. The goal is to get to this centered, grounded space, but I'm seeing like somebody still has a wall up where they're still like projecting and failing to take responsibility. And so there's also going to be a barrier from connecting intimately with this person. You'll know who this is because this is somebody that will like bring up things from like their childhood, or even things that happened very early on that they still have not processed through. This is someone that like holds on to everything. It's like they have a receipt book for every time they had someone cross them, or they perceived somebody cross them. And this is not something that can work in a functional relationship. Because it's not like two people in a centered space trying to work together. This is like, there's going to be some sort of offset between you and this person. And this can be like the triangle that happens. It's like one person is the victim, one person is the perpetrator, another person is the savior, and it's like you guys may kind of like switch around. It's like this dynamic of duality that happens. And it's very much like a victim type of narrative that I'm seeing here. So just be mindful of this with this person returning for you, and like also where you are too. Because I'm seeing definitely like a very, very big shadow that is here, and it does not allow everyone to like see one another clearly. There's a lot of projection that's still happening. I'm looking at Uranus, Pluto, and the Sun. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.